Password controls can be enabled for users of your Jonas Encore system on a system-wide basis. While the password controls are not required, maintaining strong password rules is recommended for additional security. User groups and individual users, such as F&B servers, can be set up to bypass these password controls. To adjust your password control settings, navigate to System Administration, Global Settings, and Password Controls. To turn on password controls, flag Enable User Login Password Controls, which will allow you to make adjustments to the remaining settings. How you specify the password controls will be dependent on your club. Passwords do not expire. Flag this field if a user can maintain one password without it expiring. If a password does expire, set the number of days before a password expires and needs to be reset. Days to warn that password is expiring will indicate when a warning message will appear prior to a password expiring. Use 0 for no warning. Warnings will appear each time the user logs into Encore and until their password is changed. Do not enforce lockouts. Flag this field if a user has an unlimited number of login attempts. If a user does not have an unlimited number of login attempts, set the maximum login attempts that a user can attempt to log in with the wrong password before they are locked out. Minutes to lock out an account after login failure. After exceeding the maximum login attempts, the user will be locked out for the length of time in minutes specified here. The lowest this can be set to is 1. The user will be able to attempt to log in once this time has passed. If the account is still locked, the user must ask the supervisor who has the permissions to click the Release Locked Account button from the General section Core Information tab of the user's profile as seen here. As a best practice for security in this situation, it is recommended that the user's password be changed. You can optionally flag Reset Password at the next login and click Save to allow the user to reset their own password. This flag will automatically be unchecked after the user changes their password. Do not enforce password complexities. Flag this field if there will be no restrictions to what can be set for a password. Otherwise, set the following rules as applicable. Set the required minimum length that the password must be. Enter the number of special characters that must be within the password. Enter the number of numeric digits that must be in the password. Number of passwords to retain. Indicate how many passwords will be saved on file and therefore cannot be reused. Allow password to match user ID. If flagged, a user will not have to enter their password to log in. Once you are happy with your settings, click Save. These settings will now be applied to all users and when existing users complete password resets. If you are using password controls, users cannot be saved unless the user's password follows these rules. If a user group needs to bypass the password controls, for example, your F&B servers, you can set this in User Groups in the Restrictions section, Miscellaneous tab, by enabling Do Not Enforce Password Policy for this user group, and click Save. The same setting can also be enabled at the user level. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for more how-to videos, and don't forget to subscribe.